So everyone, welcome to the Power Play with CJ. To focus in on Jonathan Drouin going back to the Syracuse Crunch, reporting to Syracuse, and showing that Steve Yzerman is the Don of Tampa Bay. You go back begging him for mercy. I mean, it's one of those situations where him and Alan Walsh thought they had Yzerman by the short hairs, and Stevie Y just said no, Kempe Mutombo style. And, again, this is just, why he's such a fantastic general manager. A lot of GMs would have, blinked, proverbially, when the, holdout began and, when the trade demands happened. But this is a guy that had, Marty St. Louis had him essentially between a rock and a hard spot with hit only trade to the New York Rangers. And then he essentially fleeced Glenn Sather. So in a situation where you have a guy who will only go to your team, he found a way to get Ryan Callahan and 2 first-round picks for a disgruntled Martin St. Louis. So look at it from that perspective, and you just think about how great of a hockey mind Yzerman is, and that's why he was one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Back when he was dominating the ice in Detroit Red Wings jersey. But going a step further, I look at it as Drouin now has an opportunity to play himself back into, an NHL spot, whether it's, unlikely in Tampa, but, whether it's there or somewhere else. I mean, you think about it, had he not pulled this little, hold out, I'm not reporting, fuck you guys move, I think he would have been traded he would have either been traded at the deadline or been up with Tampa, one or the other, but he would have been in the NHL. So, by going down there and causing a scene and being obnoxious about it, it was like, oh, well, if you're another team, you don't have the opportunity to watch him, and you're trading for a guy that hasn't played a game in 2 months. So, now it's like, all right, he's got the rest of the season, whether it's in Syracuse or in Tampa, to play your way back into the good graces of Steve Yzerman and beg for second chance, if you will. But I love Syracuse schedule. He's gonna skate tomorrow with the team, so. He's been skating with the junior team up in Quebec for a while, or since he's been out of the lineup in Syracuse. But yeah, I'm curious to see what this means for his NHL future. If he, starts playing hard, starts playing well in Syracuse, does Tampa give him a call with a couple games to go? I wouldn't rule it out. I think Yzerman's going to do what's best for this hockey team. And that's how he handled this situation, and I don't see that changing with Drouin back on the ice for the Crunch. What's today? The 7th of March. They've got a game on Friday. They played yesterday. They beat Springfield. The next game is Friday against Bridgeport. Bridgeport's on Tigers, excuse me. And then they got the Rochester Mariners. They got 3 games this weekend, so I'm assuming he'll see some ice time and go from there. So definitely, here's your chance, Jonathan. Let's try not to blow this one. Anyway, that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.